Mike Malloy. This is Max, and along with Dave, we've had the pleasure of mentoring Chuma and Becca with work study through the summer launch Incubator program. It's been a real pleasure working with Chuma and Becca as they're building out a platform to help companies that are hosting interns to better support the managers in delegating work, efficiently tracking the work product, giving feedback to interns, and just overall improving the internship experience. And I think Chuma and Becca have been very receptive to feedback and coachable throughout the program. They've clearly learned a lot from their customer discovery interviews, and I'll pass it over to Dave to share a couple more insights.
Thanks, Mike. I also want to say it's been a real pleasure working with Mike. He's been an unbelievable source of expertise for them, and they're lucky to have him. I really did enjoy working with both Chuma and Becca. They made a huge amount of progress on what I think for startup businesses or any business are two incredibly important factors. Number one, understanding your target market and being able to determine who your target market is. What kind of customer is it that is going to buy your product, and where do we find them? And number two, along with that, understanding the user of their product, who in their case might be different than the customer who buys it, and understanding the user of their product and their need and crafting a solution that works for the user of the product, in their case, both the intern and the manager of the intern. So really good progress there, and I'm excited to see what's ahead for them.
My name is Chuma Azinge, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of WorkStudy.
Hi, everyone. I'm Rebekah Agwunobi. I'm the CTO and co-founder of WorkStudy.
And over the past 8 months, Becca and I have been working together to build the future of internships. For me personally, internships have been transformational for my college experience. They've allowed me to build a professional network, gain tangible skill sets across different industries, and ultimately determine what it is that I wanted to pursue after graduating from college. With that being said, each of my internship experiences have been extremely variable in terms of the amount of structure and support that I received in terms of completing assignments. And I think that this is something that Becca and I, as a team, are positioned to solve for. Just recently, I've graduated from Georgetown as a double major in finance and management with a minor in entrepreneurship. And in my time as a student, I completed 11 different internships across financial services, media, and tech investing.
I just graduated from Columbia University with a BA in computer science, and I've been putting my software engineering into practice at large tech firms and as a research assistant at MIT.
And with the help of SLI, we've been able to put together a superstar cast of mentors, each with experience across multiple executive positions and years of entrepreneurial experience, each having a focus in the edtech space that we kind of operate in. Based on interviews that we conducted after experiencing the problem ourselves, what we found was that effective internship management is difficult and it's time intensive for managers and HR teams. Individuals that are already committed to full-time workloads are then given the responsibility of curating internship experience and managing deliverables that are submitted by different interns. And after factoring in the amount of time and time opportunity that is lost, the wages that are paid to interns, the amount that is spent on recruiting and programming for internship programs, we're seeing that internships themselves are losing over $60,000 each program due to a conversion rate on average across the US of just 56%. Becca and I felt that by adding structure and also making support something easier for organizations, that we could help solve this problem.
At WorkStudy, we're revolutionizing internships. Through our two-sided internship platform, we're giving managers their time back and making sure that interns have actionable feedback that allows them to progress over the course of their internship and save companies money and time through improving intern retention rates. In terms of our key features of our platform, we have integrated check-ins, which means that interns know how they're doing at every point of their internship. This allows them to put that actionable feedback into practice and return work product that satisfies both their manager and the organization they're interning at. Through performance tracking tools, we allow managers to see what their interns are doing and how effective they're doing at managing their time. This allows them to visualize intern engagement and performance and know which interns they should select for full-time offers. managers. We also offer workload management tools, which means that interns are able to maximize their capacity and managers know when their interns are capable of taking on more work. Interns aren't sitting waiting around for assignments, and the manager is tuned into what they actually are able to complete during their internship.
Now, you might be wondering why exactly we care so much about internships. And I think it's because internships are the entryway to career paths across the country. This problem is something that Becca and I both faced within our own internship experiences. And after receiving back a survey that we sent out after completing our summer internships this past summer, we found that it was also something that 85% of surveyed interns were struggling with as well. This insight is what got us started. Back in October, we kicked off customer discovery with over 75 different corporations and over 100 different interns. What we learned through that process is what basically informed our MVP development. And through February and April, we built out the intern side of the platform. From that point, we began searching for a pilot in which we found GSI, Georgetown's Startup Interns Program, that is actually run by Georgetown Entrepreneurship, and 3 different companies that were willing to pilot with us through them. During June, we learned that we needed to pay a bit more attention to the stakeholder perspective in this whole process. Huge credit to our mentors in terms of that discovery. And so we began refining our MVP. And this week, we're actually kicking off our first pilots. What we've learned in this whole process is the importance of a marketing strategy, stakeholder perspective, and the fact that startups are a sprint. We found that in speaking to different individuals across an organization, how we actually tell the story of our company changes drastically. Whether it's an HR member, the CEO of a company, the person who's leading finances, they all need to hear different points in order to effectively sell. That brings us to the stakeholder perspective, in which we found that we actually needed to build out portions of our platform to cater to the person who is actually paying for the platform, as opposed to just solving for one side during the pilot. And finally, startups are a sprint. The amount of things that changed and just the pace at which they changed this summer definitely took a lot of sprinting, and it was something that brought a lot of energy to this whole process for Becca and I. In terms of what's next, we're currently in the process of finding a pilot for the fall of 2023. This summer, we're testing out a truncated version of our software, just based on all of the different edits that we've had to make as of recent. And with your help, we can move a step closer to enhancing internships at scale. Thank you guys so much for your time. This has been awesome.